Hello, parents. Hello, students. Hello, everybody else. I am Mr. Scott. I teach three different subjects here on campus. I either have your son or daughter in Theory of Knowledge, which is our zero period IB course. Um, yep, they're up early. You guys know who you are. So that's one course I teach. And then my first period class is astronomy. And then my second, third, and fourth period classes are physics. So those are the classes that I teach. And this is a beautiful picture that I took. First off, you have to excuse my hair and my mustache. I made a decision that I'm not going to cut my hair or my mustache until we come back to school physically. And it's getting a little bit out of hand. So I apologize for that. Um, all right, astronomy. Astronomy, we study the history of astronomy. We look at civilizations. We looked at what we figured out and how we figured it out in the past. We learn a little bit of physics. We learn about gravity. We learn about kinetic and potential energy. We learn about orbits. There's a little bit of weather in there, meteorology. We'll study the planets specifically, our place in the universe, galaxies, constellations. There's all sorts of things that we're going to look at in that class. It's a fun class. I've been teaching it for a while. And then this is a picture of me and my friend Mike on the top of Mount Whitney. And we're both wearing our buffs before they became popular as COVID masks. We just wear them for sun protection. So that is astronomy. Physics, it's my first year teaching physics. They needed another physics teacher, and I volunteered. Basically, it's understanding our natural world. Motion, that's what we're studying right now. We're going to hit it hard. Motion, understanding motion, the laws of Newton, kinematics, all that good stuff. Gravity, we're going to look at energy, nuclear energy, the electromagnetic spectrum, electricity, magnetism, fluids, all sorts of things we're going to look at in physics. But it's explaining our natural world and how reality works and all the forces that are involved in keeping our world and our universe working as it does. So pretty fun. The only thing that's bad is right now, since we're remote, the students don't get to do the labs like normal. So far, we've been video recording them, and they've been watching and collecting the data from them. So anyways, physics, periods 2, 3, and 4. Theory of knowledge is a zero period class, and that class is mainly discussion, and this is the last semester that those kids are in theory of knowledge. So there will be a essay at the end of this semester. There will be a presentation towards the end of this semester, and they'll submit that in order to get their IB diploma. So it's a pretty important semester for our IB students in theory of knowledge. But what a great class that is to discuss and evaluate and look at bias and perception and morality and ethics, and have some good discussion on what we know and how we know it, and evaluating knowledge itself, which is a pretty fun one. Okay, expectations. These expectations mainly apply to astronomy and physics, but attendance is super important. If they're not here in Zooms, it's going to be very hard to keep up and know what they need to know. Even just the way I'm explaining how to do an assignment, here's how you do it, right? And if you aren't there to get that information, it's going to be extremely confusing, take you a lot more time, and you'll miss out on a lot. So attendance is very important in those classes. Try to be on time, be prepared, have some materials, have some digital materials, have some paper pencil materials, and respect is a big one. I mean, I haven't had any issues, but I give students the respect that I think that I would like to get. So it's just kind of a mutual understanding. This year, being responsible, or the responsibility is placed heavily on the students, more so than any regular year. But keeping track of due dates and making sure that you're waking up in time and attending Zooms and adhering to guidelines. There's a lot more responsibility on the students. And I feel for you, but there's really no way around that. So I normally give some pretty lenient deadlines. I give a couple days to do an assignment that shouldn't take but an hour. But late work is going to be worth half credit in my course. That is because once I'm done grading something, I don't want to have to go back and visit it. And it's to just make sure that everyone is keeping up to pace. You shouldn't be doing work from last week this week when we're learning something new. So there you go. Late work is worth half credit. And there's been several scenarios this year so far that if you need more time on an assignment, if something happened, if there's circumstances that are out of your control, just be in contact with me. Like I am glad to give you some more time if you need it. So just really be in contact. That's kind of a big one. All right, let's keep on going. Grades. Grades are on Student Connect. I mean, you guys are probably used to this, but there's a smartphone app that you can actually download for Parent Connect, for Student Connect. Those are always going in. They're always changing. Almost daily, there's something put in there. There's notes that get 5 points each. There's a POD that gets 2 points each. And then there's assignments that go from 10 to 20 to maybe a quiz or an exam. That is a lot more points. So those are all going in, and that's the best way to accurately kind of look up what's going on. Field trips. Yep. Nope. Field trips aren't happening this year so far. So I've normally been teaching oceanography and astronomy, and we do several field trips, but this year it's pretty sad. They're not happening as of yet. Maybe second semester, and I don't know if that'll even be allowed. So we'll have to see what's up. All right, that is pretty much it. I don't have a whole lot to say. If you have specific questions, I'm going to be available. Email, we can Zoom. I can give you a personal Zoom code and we can talk. But I just want to say thanks for coming. Thanks for watching my little video. Email is the best way to contact me. I love fishing. That's an awesome hybrid cutthroat trout. So you should definitely enjoy the beauty of that fish. Look at that. Anyways, that's my email. Thanks for coming. Have a good one.